So my friend Jake Phillips, who is brilliant and world traveler himself, said that I should take you all behind the scenes and show you how I do my own trip planning. So I thought that was a pretty great idea. Since I'm currently planning a trip to Scotland in 2021 for my husband's 50th birthday, what a great opportunity I thought to take you all behind the scenes and show you how I go about it, not only for me, but also for my clients. So currently I'm planning a trip to Walt Disney World so that I can show you all what it looks like in this new environment. I'm planning a trip to New Orleans in later this fall to take my son down to the National World War I Museum because he is dying to see a Sherman tank. And then, of course, this amazing trip that I am planning for my husband's 50th birthday next year. So I guess it starts with why Scotland? When I'm selecting a location, of course, there are a million places in the world I want to see, and I'm not sure that's an exaggeration. I want to see it all. But my husband and I both have ancestral roots that go back to Scotland. So it's always been a place that both he and I have wanted to travel. It's beautiful, and it's just, it's a place our hearts long to go and to see. So when you're planning your travel, think about, why do I want to go here? What is my connection to the place? Is it an ancestral connection? Is it just because it's beautiful? Is it a great vacation place? Is it warm and sunny? Scotland is not warm and sunny, so for that reason I don't think I could live there. It's going to be one of those great places to visit, and as much as I might love it, I don't think I could live in cold, wet all the time. A second thing I do when I start planning, especially a trip like that, a big trip like that, I don't want to say it's a once-in-a-lifetime trip. Hopefully I'm able to go back multiple times, but it's going to be the first time that I've ever been to Scotland. So I have been studying the language. Whenever I go to a country, well, let me backtrack. They speak English in Scotland, let me make that clear. But I am studying the Scots Gaelic. So I know that there are still some place names and things like that might kind of harken back to the previous languages of that country. And while very few people in Scotland today speak Scots Gaelic, it's just a great way to kind of get to know the culture. I have learned that Iron Brew is a national drink. Actually, I should have brought one to show you. It's a soda. It tastes like orange cream soda, and it's very good. And fortunately, we can get it at our local markets around here. So if you want to try that out, shoot me an email. I'll tell you where to get it. And of course, whiskey. And the Scots word for that, forgive my pronunciation, is like uisce bea, and it literally means water of life. So I'm learning all kinds of interesting things. Along the fact with apparently they have a problem with stealing underpants. That's coming up a lot too. So I study the language. Another thing is I study the culture. What are the cultural norms? What does a person wear? For example, in Italy, they don't dress down like we do in America. They would not be seen in public in athletic wear, and that's kind of a norm here. They're always not dressed up, but dressed nice. A business casual, for example. And so when I take travelers to Italy, or when I go there myself, that's what I pack. I pack business casual, sundresses, shawls, sandals, and if pants, below the knee pants. You don't show your knees and you don't show your shoulders, especially in a place of worship. You use a shawl. So little cultural things like that show respect for the country you're going to. So Scotland. So I selected my trip, and I've started studying pieces of language. I love listening to people speak with their Scottish accents. Studying some of the cultural norms. I'm learning about, the kind of weather, the clothes that will be required for the weather. They, of course, drive on the opposite side of the road that we drive on, and I do intend to drive while there, so that's going to be something to study. But yeah, so this is just the beginning. I'm going to take you along in this journey with me over the course of planning this trip, but I'd like to know from you, what is that place you've always wanted to go and you just haven't been yet? Whether it's a place where your ancestors came from, a place that just sounds like the perfect vacation, Or that place that everyone's been and you haven't been yet. Or maybe it's that off the beaten path place that you want to go because no one else goes there. Let me know in the comments below. I look forward to seeing.